Hey guys, so there's barely any lighting. I'm sorry if you can see my face, not a little, but like not a lot. But we are going to be doing we're gonna be reading scary games that you can play by yourself, but I would not recommend you doing this. I'm doing it so you don't have to and you can just watch me. You should never ever play these on your own. So we're gonna do a little bit of 8-ball. Make your question known, get ready. Okay. It's hard to see when my phone is propped up like this, so I'll just read it to you. Yes, definitely. So you guys might get your wish that you did. And I just searched up here 19 ritual games you can play with one player. I'm gonna be reading them. I'm not gonna be reading the subscription that it came with. I'm just gonna be reading the name, and then you guys, if you want, I'm not recommending, but you guys can search these up. But I will read the first little bit. Hello. Is anyone there? As you can see, I'll give you a visual of what I'm seeing. So yeah, that's that. And then there's this one. Then that one. The one person chit chat. One person chit chat in Japanese. Of course, no one can read that, so it's okay if you can't. So, you're just talking alone. Basically what I'm doing right now. Because, like, no one can do a video with me because no one likes to do scary stuff except for me. I don't know. My family's weird. There's none of the good ones. Hide and seek alone. When I say hide and seek alone, I'm referencing to at least 3 different games. That's what the first little bit says. And you guys can go, search it up. Midnight game. If you know only one hide and seek, high stake hide and seek games, odds are it's the midnight game. So yeah. Don't play any of these. I'm gonna be playing just a few. I'm not gonna be playing all of them. I will have a few of my friends because they do, but they just can't hang out. They're a little busy. So yeah. Next is Dry Bones. Unlikely the midnight game. Dry Bones may only be played by one person. And if you're going to play it, you better make sure you're the only person home while you do it. I would not recommend this. I would not recommend any of you do this. Daruma-san. In Japan, there's a child's game called, there's Chinese again, can't really read Chinese. Japanese or whatever it's called, but yeah, see right here. Daruna-san fell down. It's kind of like red light, green light, or grandmother's footstep. And it's a group of players attempt to close a distance between themselves and a single player I would not play that. I would not. I cannot. And I will not. So none of you guys should ever play this. And if I'm you, I would just watch me do them, and instead of doing it yourself, you can search them up and then know what it is, and then you watch me do it. Yes, so you guys are not allowed to do this. I'm saying for your safety and mine. The closet game. Dating back to at least 2009, the closet game doesn't have much of a point to it other than attempting faith. It's also short. It's also a very short game. But long story short, if you play that, you guys should never play it, but if you guys do play it, I recommend you guys do not ever go back into that closet. So do not play in your own closet. Like how you can see, I got my own closet right here. I would never play in that because I have my clothes in there and I would need to get them. So we would not be able to do that because all my closets I have to go into to get supplies to clean my house. And yeah, the hosting game. Want to throw a party for someone not person or a ghost perhaps? Roll up for the hosting game. It's basically throwing a party for a non-living human. It's a spirit, and you're basically welcoming them from the time that you started, from an hour to now. So yeah, here, let me show this next one here. Welcome home. If the hosting game is too tempting for you, maybe welcome home. But you guys should never play these games. You know this. Do not, because it will hurt probably. Well, no, probably wouldn't hurt, but probably a little too dangerous. Blind man's bluff. Okay. We're not gonna play that because I don't know ever doing that. Musical chairs alone. So close out this section. Something a little simpler, a game of musical chairs, where there's only 2 players, and some of these will be 2 players because I can never find only 1 people. So you and someone else, all you have to do is set up a chair for players, some music. The most good one is Tiptoe Through the Tulips. Practicing some music and Portal to let them go through. And you know, if the music stops after you've circled the chair 6 times, sit down as quickly as you can, and light the match in order to win. So you will need matches, but I would not recommend you guys play this. If the music either ways keeps playing afterwards 6 circles or worse, if the chair falls over on its own, well, let's say there's a reason this game is not mostly played by people. Yeah, and I think how to check if your house is haunted, source-wise. This is how to yeah. I do not know if you should, but I don't know if you want to, but it's probably not a good game, but you could probably find out if your house is haunted, which is probably a good game, but it would probably take a while and not very good. So I would not recommend playing it. So you should all do not play these games. You can watch me and I will read them out, and you can watch me play them. I already played like a lot of games in here. And that's the end. That's the end. There's no more. So I do not recommend you guys to ever play these games. I will play them sometimes, and I will never recommend you guys play them unless you want to do them. But I will also be exploring places like haunted areas if I can, because I do know a few, maybe a few abandoned places, but not right now. I'm a little too young, so I would have to wait until I'm a little bit older. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah! Bye!